This clip is explained during the video. Please listen to the explanation for context before commenting. Thank you. Good morning guys, welcome back to Tehran. Another beautiful sunny day here. Heading to meet a friend, well a new friend, haven't actually met her yet, called Narsin. I think that's how I'm pronouncing it. A local girl here. Should be an interesting day, but yeah, how about this weather? T-shirt weather. Coming from Eastern Europe, that is amazing. Just had a coffee, met up with my friend Nasrin here.
Hi.
And I've learned so much. We probably talked for like over an hour, just about everything that you could imagine about Iran, so I'm learning heaps. Now we're going to get a metro, going to try out the metro, but I don't think I'm allowed to film in there, but we'll see how we go. And where are we going?
We're going to Tajrish Square.
Tajrish Square. Tajrish Square.
Yeah.
And what's there?
Well, there's a great mosque in there, we call the bazaar in Tajrish, and maybe after that, if you're interested or if you had any time, we just go on the foot of the mountains there.
Wow.
That's the whole plan.
Okay, so we're going to check out some historic sites, bazaar, market area, and then maybe the mountains if we have time, so action-packed day, so let's do it. Alright guys, so we have just come out of the metro. You see that cool music they were playing in there. That's a traditional musical instrument from the south of Iran. That was quite a long metro ride. Super clean city impression so far. The metro is very clean, all the streets are quite clean. I haven't seen any street dogs or anything. We've come to this bazaar called Tajrish Bazaar, and check it out. It's super busy. We're gonna follow it down, and there's this beautiful mosque that we're gonna go visit, but on the way we'll go through the bazaar, through the winding streets, and see. I'm learning so much from Nasrin. She is a wealth of knowledge, so I'm very lucky to have met her. I'll tell you how I met her later in the video, but yeah, we'll continue on now. So you can see all these writing above the shops here. So what this writing represents is actually the name of the owner of the shop. So these shops have been here for so long, owned by the same people for so long, that they've got like these permanent tiles with the owner's names painted. And thanks to Nasrin again for teaching me that. I think I've lost it. Oh, there she is. Keep exploring, heaps of like dried fruits and clothes, just a bit of everything, you know. I love these Middle Eastern style bazaars. Oh, now we're coming to this massive vegetable section. Have a look. Okay guys, so come out of the bazaar there and come to this, I might go ahead and say it's the most epic mosque I've ever seen. So have a look at this. It's absolutely stunning. The attention to detail is out of this world. Check it out. Isn't that the most stunning mosque you've ever seen? I'm going to go and get some closer shots of the intricate details because I think from here it doesn't do it justice, but it's really stunning. And there's snow-capped mountains right there. Look at this. So hopefully after this we're going to go to the foot of those mountains if we have time and sunlight. I think we should be okay. Also we're going to get some food, but firstly have a look at this mosque. So we have just come to a restaurant and we have a lot of food here. Have a look. So we have two different kinds of food here. We have, this is like a mixture of eggplant with garlic, onions, and that's curd, I think, there. And then we've got a mixture of like rice, pasta. So these are kind of similar, but one's with pasta and one's with eggplant.
And also different varieties of beans.
Oh, and there's beans in this one as well. So yeah, it's like beans, rice, many different flavorings and spices, I'm sure, and then there's bread here as well. So I'm gonna try this out. Alright guys, so finished up with that lunch and that was so good, so delicious, extremely filling. Eggplant, beans, heaps of spices, some like pasta mixed in there with like that flatbread, amazing. Now we've come to these like local vans here and we're gonna head up to the bottom of some mountains and yeah, just continue the day, but it should be epic to see the snow-capped mountains. We're going to go up in elevation a little bit. Narashim is a real blessing, so I think we're going to get in one of these vans here. Is this our van?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we have come up to the top of this hill here, just below some mountains, surrounded by like little stalls and restaurants and things. I think we're going to go for an adventure up and see more of the mountains, get a better view. Super fresh, nice air here, and then maybe grab a coffee or something. I'm just learning so much from Nashrin. She's just gone to the toilet now, but it's just really great at the start of the trip in Iran just to get a grasp on the place and learn so much, also by having a nice day exploring the city.
Video.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name, Said?
Saeed.
Said.
Alright, I'm Nick. Nick.
My name is
Nick.
Nick.
Nice to meet you.
That's easy.
See you
Aks
later.
گرفتی؟
Yeah, it's a video.
Video.
Yeah.
بابا ویدیو چی؟ عکس بگیر.
You want a photo?
ها؟
Photo?
بطن ها اینجوری.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get you one. See you, man.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
On baby.
Salam.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Nick, what's your name?
I am Said.
Saeed. I just met a guy called Saeed.
What's your name?
I'm Nick.
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 What do you like, mister?
What do I like?
What do you like? Shisha, tea, rice?
No, just walking.
Smoking?
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Take care. Nice.
Selfie.
A selfie. Thanks, man. See you later.
Everybody wants a photo here. Wow. Donkey. Beautiful location. Just keep on walking up past all these little restaurants and things here. We're going to continue going as far up, I think, as we can. And we're going to find, hopefully, a little tea house, grab a cheeky coffee, and continue up. Just got to track Nashram down. She's a little bit camera shy, so that's why she hasn't been in the video much, but bless her for being in when she has. Hello. Oh, thank you. I think this is like sour cherry. Very nice.
Hello, how are you today, my brother? It is a Windows. Yesterday was Thursday, I go to school every day. Hello, how are you today?
Thank you. Merci.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, sir.
Bye, happy birthday.
Alright, bye.
Okay, bye.
What an interaction. Those treats are delicious. It's like dried fruit coated in sugar. Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm just going for a walk with my friend. No, no, I have to go.
Look at what you're doing to me. Can you guys back out?
It's snowing now. It's amazing.
What do you think of the snow in this street?
Actually, it's pretty interesting because I didn't expect it to snow right now.
Yeah, it was like 11 degrees in town today,
Yeah, I think.
And now it's snowing.
but I guess we've come up in elevation quite a lot, right?
Yeah, I think.
So where are we?
As the guys say, I'm not sure. I think we're on the topest, kind of what we call hills in Tehran. And they usually smoke shisha in here, but we're just gonna have to go off
Some coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, so it's like all these little coated pods on top of this hill area, and they come in and light this little fire, and then they bring your drinks or whatever you order up to the top. Pretty cool spot here.
So about this big mural, guys, obviously it needs a bit of an explanation. One thing I'm going to say, and I have to be very careful about how I say this and what words I put it into, but basically the ideologies of the government do not resonate with the ideologies of the local people. Looking at this is not a message from the people. The people are very much separated from these kind of ideas, but this was orchestrated by the government. I believe from the research I did, there isn't that much information available about these kind of things, but yes, this does exist. Very important to drill the idea home that it is not the idea of the local people of Iran. It is a different power believes that this is a message that should be spread.
Back at the hotel, guys. Epic day there, you can see. I have some things to share with you. I have figured out the exchange rate. I need to tell you about the visa process and some other interesting facts, like that you can't use a credit card here and there's no ATMs. Also a bit of information about the hijab, the scarf that the women have to wear in public. Here we have the money that I've kind of figured out, but it's super funny because I've engaged in a few conversations with locals about the money, and once they start explaining it, they're like, yeah, this is insane. And it's only when they speak to foreigners that they realize how weird that their money system is. Anyway, so this is 500,000 rial, but nobody here really talks about rials unless it's like official business or something like that. They call it the toman. Basically what they do is they drop a zero. So this is 50,000 toman, but 500,000 rial. So I found out the actual exchange rate for the country because if you watched yesterday's video, I told you about what happens with the online Google, and official exchange rate internationally is not actually the exchange rate that is used in the country. Extremely confusing. Let me get the official exchange rate off the internet right now. So the official exchange rate right here is 42,105 rial. Not true. The actual exchange rate is $1 equals about 14,000. So you can see how much confusion this creates, especially for travelers. If you're coming to Iran, keep that in mind. The official currency is rial, but nobody calls it that. They call it tomans. When you go into a shop here and somebody asks you for 20,000 tomans and you give them a 20,000 rial note, they'll look at you in a funny way like, where's the rest of it?
So, you got my money?
Because what they're really asking for is 200,000 rial, which is 20,000 tomans. You need to find out when you come the actual exchange rate of the country at that time. That's just something to keep in mind, and it is not the Google exchange rate or the kind of the official American stock exchange. No, it's not that. There's another one when you get here. There are no ATMs here for foreigners because there is no international credit card companies operating in Iran. There's no MasterCard, there's no Visa. There's only a local credit card company, so don't even bother trying to use the ATMs. It will not work. So the only way that you can spend money here is bring cash. Withdraw all the cash you need. Sounds ridiculous, and it is.
Just a small loan from the briefcase, and we find ourselves some reasonable lodgings. Good plan.
This is the Hotel Danbury Presidential Suite, gentlemen.
We'll take it!
Withdraw all the cash you need before you get to the country, so you kind of have to guesstimate how much you think you'll need, so do a bit of research of the hotels and things that you'll be wanting to stay in. I will do another video about prices and like a more informational video, but I'm just giving you a few nuggets of information as I go, as in I'm learning at the same time. Bring all the money you need in cold hard cash.
There you go. Thank you, sir. There.
I've heard that you can buy like a local credit card and put the money on that when you get here, but I'm just exchanging as I go. SIM cards. Amazing deals here, guys. When I arrived, I paid 20 euros, so I don't know, 24, 25 USD, maybe a bit less. 48 gigabytes of data for a SIM card with calling and things. Amazing deal. I think it's a lot for the locals because, as I say, prices go up, but their salary stays the same. Also something I talked about in more detail in the last video, so check that out if you haven't seen it. The visa, I forgot to mention that yesterday. The visa costs 150 euros, guys, which is a lot of money. I'm really against visas of high prices because I think it damages the country's tourism. If I could go to Egypt or Iran and I was on an extreme budget, Egypt's visa I think is about $20 or so. Iran's 150 euros, so even more in dollars. But yeah, that's just my opinion. It does vary from country to country, so depending on your country, the visa cost will be either less or more. I think New Zealand's on the high end of the visa charge for some reason.
How dare you?
At least it's visa on arrival. I did my visa online. Do your visa online, guys, because you go to the front of the queue because there's a bunch of people sitting there filling out forms. But if you do the pre-submission online, you will jump the queue. Alcohol is illegal here, guys. I've heard you can get it underground on the D-Lo.
When you gotta stop living up here, start living down here.
The hijab, the headscarf, is mandatory. It's the law for women to wear it. The women are absolutely beautiful here, and they dress like super fashionably, kind of edgy clothing in all different styles and things. And then they have like a hijab, the headscarf, that a lot of them sit it like right at the back of their head. I guess it depends on their own personal preference. Some wear it like right over all their hair, and some like display the hair. Like you saw today with my friend Nasrin, she kind of wore it to the back there, and hers was really nice, that blue headscarf. It's really cool. And people wear them in all different colors. It's kind of like a fashion statement in a way, and it's cool how they kind of integrated into their fashion. I think it looks really cool, to be honest with you. So you could see there Nasrin was a really nice girl. She's a photographer, and she also does translating Persian to English and vice versa, and writes for magazines and things. Really cool to meet up with her. And just in general, guys, the people here are very, very well educated and very like calm and relaxed, and no worries, like walking around, like talk to people. It's just super chilled. It's not like over the top. It's like really nice and relaxed. So that's a aspect that I've really noticed, and they are so calm when I'm holding a camera. Like, I don't really blame people if they get a bit shocked when they see the camera. Like, of course, there's no worries, but here they don't seem to mind it at all, which makes my job so much easier and less stressful. A huge thank you to Nasrin. I know you're watching this. Thank you so much. It was an amazing day. We saw so much. I learned so much.
I met Nasrin through a guy whose Airbnb I stayed in Armenia a few years ago. He's become a friend of mine, and he put me in contact with another guy, an Iranian guy, who I will be meeting in the next few days, and that guy's name is Hamid, and Hamid put me in contact with Nasrin. So it's just amazing. You meet these people, you never know, how it's going to play out in the future, and open these opportunities to meet more amazing people. So a big thank you to David from Armenia for initiating these contacts.
I'm gonna wrap up the video there. Tomorrow, huge train journey, 22 hours, and I've heard that the trains can be delayed, so it could be longer. Riding with 3 other strangers. Iran is off to a wonderful start. Couldn't be happier to explore more of this amazing country. I really hope you enjoy these videos and the information that I'm sharing. Please let me know your feedback. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hello, how are you today, my brother? It is a Windows. Yesterday was Thursday. I go to school every day. Hello, how are you today?
Thank you. Merci.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.